Okay. I look at you now, the camera. It's looking at me. Keep staring. Okay, my name is Tabitha Wairimu. I grew up in Buruburu. Then we shifted to Langata. I'm a mother of a 3-year-old. I sell cars for a living online. Basically, I'm saved. I'm a Christian. Uh, Basically, that's me. I have 2 other siblings, a smaller sister and an older brother. And my mother, I stay with my mother, my sister, and my kid. My father passed away like 2014. He had prostate cancer. And basically, in a nutshell, that's me. I was growing up, I never used to have any problems when it came to my periods. I never used to have any pain at all through high school. Then when I started campus, that's when it started becoming a bit painful, and the pain kept on increasing to the point of when I have my periods, I need to get a painkiller injection for me to like go to classes and all. Then it continued progressing like that. It just became worse and worse and worse. Then my periods started becoming irregular. Like they come twice. My cycle was like they come twice in a month. Like after 15 days, I get the periods again, or they disappear completely. They don't come for like 3 months and then they come. So that's when we decided to sort an opinion. We were referred to a doctor, a gynecologist. We went to him. He did some tests. He concluded it was just painful periods, normal. I was given some hormonal drugs and some painkillers to take when the periods come. Progressed like that, the pain didn't go. It continued getting worse. The periods became worse. Now they're coming like for 15 days in a month, heavy periods. So we went back to the doctor. We explained this is what's happening. He told us we do a CT scan to check what's happening with the reproductive area part and the pelvic area part. They found they had an ovarian cyst, and it was really big. So the doctor told us now the only option is surgery. That was not the first surgery I had. He went in, removed the ovarian cyst, and told us now I'll be okay. Like 4 months later, the pain came back, and it was actually worse. Yeah, we went back to the same doctor. He did another scan. I had another ovarian cyst on the opposite. No, on the previous one was on the right ovary. No, this one was on the left ovary, and it was also quite big. So he said, this one now, because of the pain I was having, we have to remove it. So no, that was the second surgery. After that, 4 months later, in those 4 months, the pain eased up. Then it started shooting up again. Then the period started becoming, So we went back to the same doctor. We were like, Aquili, what's going on? He's like, we do know a CT scan. We try to check the whole abdomen. When he did a CT scan, he noticed there was some abnormalities in the ovarian, in my ovaries. They didn't look regular like they should, but it didn't show anything. It didn't show like completely this is what's going on. So he suggested we do a laparoscopic surgery to remove the cyst that was there and to check what was going on inside, because not to check what was going on like in the pelvic area, no, going down to the stomach. So when he did the scan, he saw I had some endometrial tissues growing outside the ovaries, and it had caused the ovary to attach itself to the uterus. So that's where the pain was coming from. So he removed the cyst that was there and took a biopsy, took a part of the tissues that was growing, did a biopsy. When the results came in, that's when he saw there was endometriosis, but it had just started off.
Endometriosis is a disorder whereby the normal lining of the uterus grows outside the uterus. It can be in the ovaries, it can be in the fallopian tubes, and it can be in the intestines. My name is Dr. Samwel Njoroge. I'm a medical practitioner working at Ivory Health Solution based in the Standard Group fraternity. We have two main symptoms. We have the pain and menstrual irregularities. Pain can be categorized pain during intercourse, pain during urination, and pain during menses. The other one is menstrual irregularities. You can have heavy menses. You can't tell me a small old baby can have menses unless she reaches to puberty. That's how you can diagnose basically a patient who has endometriosis. The main cause of endometriosis is unknown, but we have a theory that suggests that during menstruation, some tissues back up through the fallopian tube into the abdomen, and whereby the tissues attach and later grows, leading to the endometriosis, the condition that we call endometriosis. Yeah, stages. We have the stage 1, where we have few lesions. Stage 2, where we have more lesions. We have stage 3, whereby we have small cysts in one or both ovaries. And we have stage 4, whereby we have large lesions in one or both ovaries, which are then thick. Yes. About the treatment, we have two main treatment. The medical way, whereby you use the hormonal way. Then we have the surgical way, which we call a condition, we call it the procedure, we call it laparoscopic surgery, whereby a surgeon uses a small incision through the navel, whereby it removes the endometrial tissues through another small opening.
Anauliza tena nani huyu hapa, anaitwa nani hapa, nikimwangalia pale anasema Enoch. Signs ni gani? Amekwambia kwamba signs pale vile utakuwa unapata pain sana na utakuwa unapata hedhi zinakuja tu wakati wote. Ni signs zingine. Signs nyingine ambazo ulisema pia ni gani? Kuumwa na mgongo, kuumwa na kichwa.
Because he said, because it's just a little thing, it's just a little part of it. He opted to just do hormonal therapy, just normal pills to regulate my periods, and the painkillers. 6 months later, the pain came back, worse than it was before. We changed doctors. We went to another doctor. Now we gave him the history. He took us through endometriosis and what it is and how it is a progressive disease. You just don't leave it, even if it's like the size of a pea. You just don't leave it inside there, because it continues growing, it continues spreading. So he suggested they do a surgery to remove the endometriosis that was there. So that was now the 4th surgery. They went in, the endometriosis had spread to the other ovary, around the uterus. Everything had actually attached itself to the uterus. There was a lot of it's called adhesions, organs sticking together. So they did an anesthesiolisis, they separated the ovaries, and then they removed the endometrial tissues that was there. Then he put me on drugs to suppress my estrogen. What we were told at that point about endometriosis is it survives on estrogen. And as a woman, estrogen is what keeps us going. It basically controls every aspect of what a woman is. So to suppress it has also a lot of side effects. But not because of the endometriosis, he opted to do a very large dosage of the drug. It's called Zoladex. To do it for like 6 months, break 3 months, 6 months, 3 months, like that. So I got the dosage like 5 times, which is 3 times more than the normal, the allowed dosage by FDA. So that also caused a lot of problems. I had bone issues because of the suppression of estrogen in my body. My calcium level also really went low. So I had a lot of backache, a lot of pain in my knees, thighs, joints and all. So after that, we decided that we changed doctors again. We went to another doctor. So it became a cycle. We kept on changing doctors, and every doctor had a different option of how to treat endometriosis. And people just disappeared. People I was close to just stopped talking to me. I became like a burden to people, and I lost a lot of friends. I can actually count the number of friends I have with this hand right now. Yeah, very little people stuck by me. Then it also affected my mom a lot, because at that point, she lost her husband. She did not even have time to grieve, because I was also sick at the time my dad passed. So she moved from looking after my dad. Cancer, how it is, his had reached stage 4 palliative. It was at the last moments, it was really bad. But now she moved from looking after my dad to looking after me. She didn't have even time to grieve, or she wasn't given that chance, because now she has a sick child. Yeah. So by 2014, I'd been done 7 surgeries in Kenya now. At that point, every doctor we saw told us that there's nothing more they can do. The endometriosis has spread too much in the reproductive area. I can't conceive, and my only option is to do a hysterectomy, basically to remove my ovaries and uterus. And at that point, I didn't have a baby. So we saw 3 different doctors in Kenya. They all gave us the same story. The endometriosis has progressed too much. There's nothing more they can do. Surgery can't help much, because the more they remove, the more it's growing. So we decided to seek an opinion outside the country. We went to India. Now in India, we found a very good specialist in endometriosis, and also a specialist in laparoscopic surgery. So we gave him the story, we went through the results, everything. We told him what the doctors had said. He was a very good doctor. He's called Dr. Sabu. Very nice doctor, compassionate and all. So he told me what he'll do is he'll go in, and he won't promise me that he won't remove my uterus, but he'll do everything possible to save it and to save my ovaries, so that at least I can be able to conceive. So now he did the surgery. It took like 8 hours. After the surgery, he came. I was just waiting for the news. He told me the surgery was successful. He managed to save the uterus, but he had to remove one of the ovaries and fallopian tube. But the other one, he really tried to fix it because it was also very damaged. And like the fallopian tube had coiled itself around it. So now he had to uncoil it, remove, it was a very delicate, he actually showed me the video. It was a very delicate thing. And he managed to untangle it and straighten it, And he told me even if I had one ovary, he was very, very optimistic that I could conceive.
A lady is very happy when having a kid. But if a kid, baby does not, a mother does not have a kid, they do have psychological trauma. Other they do have like suicidal attempt. In the society, we have more of people carry you as in it's a bad omen in even some other cultures having not conceived.
I don't know, for you to understand, I think you need to be a woman. Sorry. but um everyone keeps on telling you, no, a woman is not, you're not a woman because you have your uterus. It's because you're a woman, But at the end of the day, you're a woman because you can conceive, so that you can get a baby, you can carry, that's as in that's basically why even women were created, So when you lose that, and then you lose that in the hope of getting a better life, and it doesn't happen, it really affected me.
Because in endometriosis, as the way we have said, is staging. The earlier the treatment, the earlier the good the prognosis. Because with the prognosis, it will in stage 4, like an instance, if you have stage 4 endometriosis, that's where basically you can have like a complication like infertility. You can never conceive. But if you are treated very early, the prognosis is very fine.
No, that one. he's he's basically the way you can say he's a miracle baby. He's a miracle baby because I'd been told I cannot conceive completely. I'd seen, even after India, even after taking the son, I tried conceiving and it didn't work. We tried fertility drugs, it didn't work. So I'd lost hope completely. I'd reached the point of I had accepted. I'm not going to get a baby, and the next step is not doing the hysterectomy. Then just out of the blues, I started bleeding. I thought I'm getting my periods. I went to hospital to get my usual jab. The nurse there asked me about my periods and all. I told them, they're due. They're supposed to come like 2 weeks ago, but they're not regular. She asked me if I could be pregnant because the injection I usually get can be harmful if I'm pregnant. I told her, I can't be pregnant. There's no way. She insisted I do a test to check. I told her I'm not even paying for that test. So the one who's insisting. Because me, no, I can't be pregnant. You're just wasting your time, and you're wasting my time, and I'm in pain. I did the test, it was positive. I'm like, maybe you guys, maybe they expired or something. I even took the packet, I checked the dates. I am like, no, you test again. It came positive. I moved from that hospital and to another one. I did the test again. It became positive. I told them, no, you do an ultrasound. They told me it's too early to see. I insisted. We do an ultrasound. If you people are insisting I'm pregnant, then we do an ultrasound. I got a very good, they're called what? Sonographers or something. The guys who do there. And a very nice lady patient. She was doing okay. we did the ultrasound. She tafuted, she's saying she's not seeing any heartbeat. I told her, you see, I'm telling you guys, they can't be pregnant. No. And she's like, wait, I'm seeing something. I'm like, well, there's a heartbeat. There's like a small heartbeat imejificha mahali. Then the way she said it, you know, she said it, it's like your baby doesn't want to be seen. He's actually hiding uko nyuma. He's behind some stuff. But I cried. I cried like a baby. I was very happy. I called my mom. I told her what's going on. She told me we are praying. Then I called my brother. My brother is very supportive and he is very calm. He gives you facts. He doesn't, my mom starts, panicking. Okay, fafa, sa tutafanya nini, But my mom is just polite. My bro, he'll just tell you, Nimo, you've been wanting to get pregnant. You're pregnant now. If you panic, you'll make the situation worse. Just follow what the doctors are telling you. Let's do what the doctors are telling you. Then I was advised to come back to Nairobi. I see the doctor I used to see in Nairobi because the doctor, my gynecologist in Nairobi. So I came back. That's when I came back to Nairobi. I came back home. So now the journey itself was crazy. I used to get injections for estrogen, injections for sustaining the pregnancy. Then the pain of it all was really bad. But all through, what was even making people surprised was every time we went to do the ultrasound, the baby was okay, completely okay. Even around all that, everything that was happening around the baby, there's no time I was told the baby has a problem. It was okay all through to the last moment. Even to the day I conceived. I remember I went to see the doctor. After she examined me, she told me, she advised me, she admits me in hospital. We do a CS. But then I told her, you'd say the CS is it will be a bit tricky because I have a frozen pelvis. Reaching the baby is hard. But no, she was like, no, we admit you in hospital today. We do this. Me, I told her, no, I think I can toboa. So my mom told me, no. We do what the doctor may refused. I told her I'm going home. And since I've toboed all through now, I think I can get this baby naturally. So let's wait for that pain for conceiving to come. So we came back home, started getting crazy pain. We went to hospital, Upper Aga Khan Timon. They have like a small branch. I was given IV medicines. My pressure started going up. The doctor there told me, no, we are not even asking you. Go to hospital, be admitted. Because if your pressure goes higher than this, you're risking your baby. So at that point is when I accepted that this was happening. And it was happening the way it was happening. Because I was also a bit scared of going through another surgery. So, yeah, we went, the baby came, there was nothing wrong with him, very natural, very big, and very loud. It was just, yeah. I told her, you'd say the CS is it will be a bit tricky because I have a frozen pelvis, reaching the baby is hard. But no, she was like, no, we admit you in hospital today. We do this. Me, I told her, no, I think I can toboa. So my mom told me, no. We do what the doctor may refused. I told him I'm going home. And since I've toboed all through now, I think I can get this baby naturally. So let's wait for that pain for conceiving to come. So we came back home, started getting crazy pain. We went to hospital, Upper Aga Khan Timon. They have like a small branch. I was given IV medicines. My pressure started going up. The doctor there told me, no, we are not even asking you. Go to hospital, be admitted. Because if your pressure goes higher than this, you're risking your baby. So at that point is when I accepted that this was happening. And it was happening the way it was happening. Because I was also a bit scared of going through another surgery. So, yeah, we went, the baby came, there was nothing wrong with him, very natural, very big, and very loud. It was just, yeah, but he is a miracle, even the way he is, the way he's growing, the way he's been developing. And then what was very, very shocking to everyone is he came out looking exactly like my dad. Yeah.
It is very costly to a patient who has no medical cover, to a patient who has financial constraints is one of the main challenges in a patient who has endometriosis.
We have spent close to 30 million from the time we started this journey to now. Because even after the hysterectomy, I was done 3 more surgeries. Right now, my main issue is, a lot of pain. So to control that pain, a lot of painkillers and a lot of hormonal medicines, supplements, and the drugs are quite expensive. The drugs I'm taking are quite expensive. Like per week, I'm spending around 7,000 to 9,000 for the medications, and that's just for 1 week. Then I have to see my doctor every 10 days, and his consultation is 4,000. So if I'm seeing him like in the week, let's say I'm spending around 12,000 for everything. Yeah. And being that it's something that has been going on for long, it has trained us, because it's been for the last 10 years. So as a family, we have been stretched like to our limits, because if it's selling, we've sold. If it's getting loans, we've done that. We even tried getting an insurance, but because of how expensive the medication is, the outpatient cover got maxed out very fast. So, but we're left with the burden of buying the drugs ourselves and paying for the doctors ourselves. If someone is out there and would like to help, I would really appreciate it. You some snack? You're hungry? You're hungry?